Can you handle the epicness of Kirby's Yarn? Hello and welcome to another episode of Kirby's Epic Yarn, but this is not just another episode. This is the finale to Kirby's Epic Yarn. And before we start things off here, I just want to say that I'm not holding down any buttons. There's literally no physics involved in what this is. If you just let Kirby go, he will just infinitely bob back and forth on this little swing thing. Anyhow and who, it is time to fight, finally, yin-yarn. I've already beaten him, and not very well, I must say. I think I got hurt a few times, but this is the finale, and it's time to fight him for real. Now, even though this is probably like a week after Super Mario Galaxy, this is the same concept as what I did there. Even though it's not required to beat this boss twice, I'm doing it at the end just to preserve the finale. Because you don't see a finale, people doing 10 levels. No, you see them fighting the epic final boss. But what is this? yin-yarn created Fangora once again. So, as you might have guessed, we're going to do a little battle royale of most of the bosses here, which I think is a good idea for them to revisit that. They do that in a lot of games, so it's not necessarily unique, but it's a good, cool idea. And I'm actually fighting this boss wrong. If you keep throwing his meteors back at him, nothing will happen. You'll just get a few beads. But what you really want to do is wait for his tongue to come out, and then you hit it, and he dies. So it's much easier than he was in the first world where I fought him. But I guess yin-yarn needed him so fast he didn't have time to perfect the boss. Anyways, now we're gonna go behind him wallpaper, and he's gonna shoot little buzzy bees at us. Not only do we have to dodge them, but we have to jump on them to get. Aww. Yeah, we have to get. Aww. Well, still got all the bees. Anyways, he's gonna do this attack again. And oh, I almost made it. Anyways, you have to try to get through that door up there to get through the wallpaper and uncover the ruse. The ruse. So it shouldn't be too hard. There we go. The only bad thing is you can't really see what you're doing, obviously, because you're behind it, but that's all according to his scheme. And now he's going to create... look at that little quiver. It looks like he has a weird little mustache there. I don't know. The design for the final boss isn't necessarily menacing at all. Now we have Squashini again. Not Squashini. Kapamari. There we go. And, of course, the little guess who, but it makes him die. And you want to get as many beads as you can here because the floor is going to... Actually, no, not yet. I was thinking of something else, but we're going to do the wallpaper thing again. A nice little transition from... Ow! Yeah, that didn't work so well. I can never do this perfectly. It's kind of hard. I don't know why. I mean, it's not really that hard, but anyways, he made it easier for us because now it's on the right side. But we got through his ruse. Anyways, now we have some enemies. We're just gonna, ow, hit them back at him, and we've defeated him. But now he's gonna make the floor disappear. So be careful. Oh, good. Make sure when he does that, after you hit him with one of the whatever those things were, that you stay in the center, or else you'll fall. They don't give you much warning with that, which isn't fair at all. Explode. There we go. There's no way you can hit him with that attack. You just have to kind of hope for the best. Okay, come over here, Mr. Yarn. Ha! You have been defeated. Give me my magic yarn. Thank you very much. Where's Prince Fluff? I said Prince Fluff. Prince Fluff. But what's this? A plot twist? Yes, his little knitting needles have become big, and they're sewing the magic yarn back into him. So that leads to an interesting discussion. Are the bosses made up of magic yarn? Could it be that they wield some magical power that stitches the land together, and they're holding it? Anyways, Meta Knight's gonna epically fly in from above. Now, a little history behind Kirby games. Usually in the final boss, Meta Knight will fly in and give you the Galaxia Sword, but instead he gives us a Meta Melon with Tank Bot Kirby. Yes, how can it be more epic than Tank Bot Kirby? Anyways, it's really easy if you have two players, but Basically, just slow the game down, and you'll be good. No, just spam the one button. Like seriously, the only strategy. You're gonna probably get hit a couple of times like I did there, and usually there's no hope of getting the beads back. So I would just stay as far to the back as possible for the most of this fight. There's no advantage to being any further forward. And he's gonna do this machine gun type of thing where he just spins around and shoots things all over the place. And geez, I'm bad at aiming right now. Oh, that was close. And just keep your cursor like generally aimed at him, and you will hit him gradually. Come on, die! No more machine guns. That always looks cool. It just like spins around. It's like psh, if you can hear the sound effect. Okay, yes, I get it. You have machine gun powers. Anyways, with a lot of slowdown, we have finally defeated him. Look at all the beads. If only this was on the Wii U. No, the makers of this game knew that the game would slow down. Okay, let me get these beads. Okay. Now, shoot them. Oh, no, they run away in fear. And Prince Fluff comes in from nowhere. And we're like, we're not gonna let you suck him up again or knit him up again. And with a menacing pose, we send them all the way back to Dreamland where they explode. The final boss has been defeated. And please, even though it's the finale, post a comment or video response if you can beat this boss without losing any health, because will not get hit, I guess. Because I can never do it. As you can see, I think there's a maximum of 5,000 beads there. But in the machine gun phase, I always manage to get hurt for whatever reason. And there was a cutscene that plays after that, and so I will show footage from when I beat the boss for the first time instead. As always, we can access all the flicks, as they call it, from our patch gallery, I think, or patch plaza, yeah, that place. But I'm just gonna show you the final cutscene, and then I'm gonna sign things off. So here's what happens after you beat the final boss.
With yin-yarn's spell broken, Dreamland returned to its normal state of peace and quiet. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Fluff said. It made Kirby sad to see his new friend leave. Buck up, Kirby. As long as you have this magic sock, you can visit me anytime. Until then, Fluff said as he returned to Patchland. And that's the story of how Kirby and Prince Fluff defeated Yin-Yarn the Sorcerer and restored peace to Dreamland.
Hello, can you hear me? This is Vialtoclef speaking from the Afterworld. No, this is me. I'm gonna be talking during the credits, even though these credits were filmed when I beat the boss the first time, which was actually a while ago. This is me talking from the beyond. So, just my final thoughts on the game. I thought Kirby yin-yarn was a fabulous game. It definitely has a good art style, everyone knew that. But I think a lot of people say that this game is too easy and it's not fun. And while I do agree that the neighbor challenge idea was kind of a bad one and pretty repetitive, I don't think that this game is too easy. I mean, sure, to play through all the levels, you can basically just hold down the forward button, and even if you get hit, you will just fall, so there's no chance of dying. But the main goal of the game, which is to get all the beads and the fabrics, is much harder. you saw during the Nintendo games, I had some problems with one of those, even though I consider myself generally a good gamer. It took me some tries, so this definitely isn't the easiest game. I can tell they took strides to make it more difficult, and I don't think people saying that Kirby games are too easy give it some real thought, you know? And I thought this game deserves more credit than it was given. So, I'm not watching the credits right now, obviously, so I don't know when they're gonna end, but I will meet you after they do.
The next day, Kirby fell asleep in some shade. He dozed happily with wonderful dreams and held the reminder of a dear friend, even though it smelled a bit.
Okay, so after that final cutscene, I know it was a short finale, nothing like the half an hour long Super Mario Galaxy finale. This is Clef. No, this is the finale, so I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed not only this episode, but this walkthrough and this channel. What do I mean by that? I'll see you next time for my next video, and we'll see. It won't be very long until the next video. Anyways, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I already said that. It's kind of like etched into my memory. But this is Clef signing off. I'll see you in the next walkthrough.